The passenger bound for Bangkok arrested at Naya over warrant of arrest. 22-year-old man dies after getting entangled in a wire while driving. Backrider dies after motorcycle collision. And Universal Robina Corporation's January to March earnings went down to 2%. Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadi si Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, passenger bound for Bangkok arrested at Naya over warrant of arrest. A 48-year-old Filipino passenger bound for Bangkok, Thailand, was stopped during a security check at Ninoy Aquino International Airport or Naya Terminal 1 after being flagged by the Bureau of Immigration due to an existing warrant of arrest. According to PNP Aviation Security Group, Bureau of Immigration records shows that an alert list order was issued in December 2025 along with a warrant for a robbery case filed in October 2025 with a recommended bail set at 10,000 pesos. The Naya Police Station 1 immediately coordinated with the Bureau of Immigration and the court for the verification of the case. The suspect is now under the custody of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group for proper legal procedures. In Visayas, 22-year-old man dies after getting entangled in a wire while driving. A 22-year-old motorcycle rider died on the spot after he was thrown and crashed into a concrete barrier along the roadside when he got entangled in the internet cable. The incident happened at around 3 p.m. on Wednesday in Barangay Santa Lucia in the municipality of Asturias, the province of Cebu. The victim was identified as Christian Swansing, 22 years old, a resident of Barangay Tubigagmanok in the said town. Before the incident, the authorities arrested a wing van driver identified as Felix Helardes Estimada, 40 years old, a resident of Barangay Dumlog in the city of Toledo. According to reports, the internet cable sagged after being snagged by the wing van he was driving, which caused Swansing, who was passing by the roadside, to become entangled and eventually crash, leading to his death. The motorcycle rider was still rushed to the hospital, but he was declared dead on arrival. In Mindanao, backrider dies after motorcycle collision. A 37-year-old backrider identified as Lorben Revilla Lagisma was declared dead on arrival at the hospital after the motorcycle he was riding collided with another motorcycle at around 8:30 p.m. on May 7 along Barangay Ilang Road in the city of Davao. The victim was riding a Skygo motorcycle driven by Zanzin, 29 years old, when it collided with a Rusi motorcycle driven by John Kiel, 23 years old. Investigation revealed that the motorcycle carrying the victim was making a left turn when he was suddenly hit by the other motorcycle, causing the riders to be thrown off and sustaining injuries, while both motorcycles were also damaged. The victim was rushed to the hospital, but the backrider failed to survive and was later declared dead. Police authorities are continuing their investigation into the incident. In the other news, the cow sheds tears as owner prepares to sell it.
Hilak, bye-bye.
The netizens were heartbroken by a viral video on social media showing a cow shedding tears after learning that its owner was about to sell it. Even though animals cannot speak, they also have hearts that can feel sadness and pain, especially when they are separated from the owners they have grown attached to. Hindi ka man naman, di makahila ka ni. Uy. And our business update, Universal Robina Corporation's January to March earnings went down to 2%. Universal Robina Corporation saw its first quarter core earnings slip by 2% as weaker sugar prices weighed on its commodities business despite strong growth from branded consumer foods. The Gokongwei-led food manufacturer said on Thursday that its core net income attributable to the parent settled at 3.8 billion pesos in the January to March period. Universal Robina Corporation said lower sugar selling prices pulled down profits from its agro-industrial and commodities segment during the quarter. Net income from continuing operations likewise declined 4% to 4.1 billion pesos. Total operating income dipped 2% to 5.4 billion pesos. Still, consolidated sales rose 6% to 47.9 billion pesos. It was attributed to strong volume-led growth its branded consumer foods business in the Philippines. The branded consumer foods segment generates 32.2 billion pesos in sales, up 9% from a years ago. The firm's Philippine branded foods business climbed 10% to 22 billion pesos as demand remained strong and previous pricing actions continued to support revenues. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, May 8, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadi si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.